it's Sarah again from Sarah J Coaching, and I wanted to just in this brief video outline about how you can choose your response to certain situations. I've had a few people say to me recently, oh, that person really pushes my buttons, and honestly, I've been there myself. I know exactly how that feels. In my case, it feels like my feet are on fire for some unknown reason, but anyway, that's beside the point. So sometimes we find that our reactions are controlled by other people, that somebody presses our buttons, that we find ourselves just reacting in a certain way to that person. So I'm going to offer something different. I'm going to suggest that actually by reacting to that person, you're kind of giving away your own power, because you're admitting that that person has control and influence over the way that you're conducting your day or your behaviour in that given moment. And I know it's really difficult because there are always going to be challenging characters. We're all very different. We all use different languages, body language, and we're just not all the same. But I do understand that, and particularly in the business context where we have to work with people, you know, that we may not usually mix with on a social basis, that there are quite a lot of tolerations in place. But anyway, I'm rambling. Basically, just try and centre yourself. Take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and try and listen to what the other person is saying before starting to construct your response in your head. If they're venting, allow them to vent until they run out of steam. Just try and really actively listen, and just maybe just start to think in your mind, I have a choice in this situation. There is always a choice. And one of the fundamental choices in life is about how you react to certain situations and people, because it doesn't feel great when we have that feeling of, do you know what, I've just really lost myself in that situation. I'm not perfect. I've done it myself, particularly when I get cold calls on the phone, which I'm not expecting. So I'm by no means perfect. But honestly, if you can start to say to yourself on a regular basis, I choose how I react in every given moment. I can choose my reaction. Just start thinking those thoughts to rewire your brain to that thinking. And just consider the fact that by saying that somebody presses my buttons, or that person really rattled me, you're giving away your power, because the only person that's actually in charge of your behaviour and your reactions is in fact you. So again, it's like riding a bike. The more you do it, the faster, the better you're going to get. Again, it's one of those practices. It's like, you know, going to the gym and practicing something and becoming better at it. You can choose your reactions, I promise you. And sometimes just by taking that deep breath, straightening yourself, centering yourself, thinking about I can choose my reaction, listening to the other person instead of thinking about being on the defensive all the time, and perhaps choosing not to say anything. That's always a response as well. Or deflaming the situation by saying, okay, I understand what you're saying, however, I have a different view. Sometimes the loudest person in the room isn't always the most powerful. And with that very profound thought, I'll leave you for now and speak to you soon. Bye.